Hello, guys, and welcome to another edition of Pink Sock Reacts. And today we are reacting to the unusual, strange Halloween 2, Rob Zombie's reimagining of the series. The reason why
All
I
I'm
say
gonna say
unusual is
is this movie was a mindfuck.
the first time I watched it, I had issues keeping up with it. I had to watch it twice. I'm not gonna lie. This movie was kind of odd, in a way, with the whole like. We'll get into that
Pause.
later. I'm gonna do a little bit of trivia about this movie before we jump into it. John Carpenter was offered a cameo in this film, but he turned it down. Also, a fun little side note: everyone probably already knows this, but the main character, the cop, is played by
Brad Wolf.
Brad Dourif, Chucky, which is fucking awesome seeing him in a role that isn't Chucky.
And he was in the first one as well.
He was also in the first one. This movie it's good in a way, it's not in other ways. The thing that I didn't understand, and thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you, Destiny, for tuning in. Love y'all. Hit that subscribe button. Halloween 2, this movie was nothing like the original Halloween 2.
No, it's completely different. I didn't think he wanted to make a sequel. I think he kind
I,
of just got thrown into it.
I heard about that. There was a third one in the works. Here's a little bit of trivia for you, Greg. There was a third one in the works, Halloween 3D. However,
Okay.
the studio canceled it in favor of a Scream sequel.
Is that the like Scream 4 or Scream 5 or whatever?
I think it was Scream 3 or 4,
Yeah, right. I didn't know that.
which I thought was a better choice. I would have loved Rob to do Season of the Witch instead of a sequel to this, which is something I've said many times in the past.
Yeah,
Um,
his own take of Season of Witch would be pretty good.
it'd be pretty good. Now, this movie was great. However, it was weird. The ghost visions of Michael Myers' mom and child Michael Myers was kind of odd. Kind of connecting Michael Myers with Laurie Strode in a way because she's the
Yep.
only other one that can see the ghosts. But it was just really, really fucking weird with the ghost scenes. Um, Having Dr. Loomis die at the end kind of killed off the fact that a sequel could have happened. They could have, because they killed him off in the original Halloween too.
Yeah, was it 2 or 4?
I think it was two, and then they brought him back in four, which was confusing.
He didn't. I didn't really kill him off. I think he survived the
Yeah,
explosion.
but they made it look like he died.
Yeah, yeah. But I think he died in 4
And then they brought him back again.
in the reboot. But no, but I'm pretty sure he died in 4. I think he went back into the house or something. I don't remember because I wasn't a fan of 4.
I Halloween 2 was a good enough sequel to one, but I think it could have been a little better. I know there was a lot of critics that said the same thing. The movie just kind of had a lot going
Brutality.
on. Huh?
A lot of brutality in
A
this
lot of
one.
brutality too. Like a lot of the gore in the movie was kind of unnecessary to the story. It seems like Rob was just trying to be graphic. This movie does not necessarily have the same feel as Halloween 1 with Rob Zombie. It also doesn't really have the same feel as any other Rob Zombie movie. It doesn't
Yeah.
feel like with Rob's movies, they look like 70s or 80s horror movies. This one felt like a modern horror movie.
Although I thought what's the two main actresses were pretty good in both films.
Oh yeah,
But
the
I like
acting.
how but I also like how they focus on Laurie more and how fucked up she really was.
Oh yeah, and I liked that aspect. And at the very end, where she's sitting in the insane asylum and she sees the ghosts approaching her, kind of set up for a sequel. That would have been cool. I think Halloween 3, which was going to be Halloween 3D, would have focused more on her as the next Michael Myers.
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
Because they kind of hinted at that at the end of the movie. There's some comedy in this movie, not much, but there's some funny scenes. Some crazy scenes, like the one scene where that nurse was standing there and was it Lori that was like, I need something for my head?
Yeah.
No, that wasn't Lori, that was the other girl. Well, she's like,
No,
I
I
need,
think that was Laurie. She popped out of bed.
oh yeah. And she was like, I need something for my head. And the nurse turns around and says, me too. And her fucking face is cut.
Yeah. You know what I find funny in this whole thing?
But
Rob, you know Rob Zombie's vegan, right?
yeah, he's vegan.
Him and his wife. How many animals killed in that movie?
There was animals killed. Michael Myers ate a
Eden.
dog.
Yeah, it was eating a
Like,
fucking whatever it was to survive,
yeah, he
and
killed that
and
guy's dog and ate it. And
yeah,
th-
whatever it was, yeah.
then it cut over to the scene of like the cop eating the pizza
Yeah,
in a very sloppy way.
yeah, but like I don't know, man. Was it good? No. Was it bad? No. I think it was just beyond average.
It was beyond average, is the best
I
way to
guess
just.
if the more you watch it as well, I think you more appreciate it
Yeah,
now than what it did came out.
it's weird because it's like a slasher horror psychological thriller. Like it was like he tried throwing all types of horror movies to the wind.
I was gonna say that too. It had that really flashback Sixth Sense style,
Yeah.
you know. I kind of feel like Sherry Moon's character in this reminded me of like the old Rob Zombie movie video clips.
Yeah, and it was kind of weird because I kind of felt in a way like her being in the movie as a ghost was just a reason to have her in the movie. Like you could have
Yeah,
had this movie be an
probably just
amazing
to add
movie
some
with,
stuff to it.
huh?
Probably just to like add some scenes to it.
Yeah, and add scenes and some story to it because without those scenes, it's just a fucking violent, basic horror movie. Um,
Yeah,
I do like the supernatural element because it adds to the psyche of Lori. So I'm not saying that that's bad. It was just felt like it was weird in this kind of movie.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a um completely different storyline to what it was in the original. Well, both of them were
Yeah,
completely different storylines from the originals from both of them. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. It was hard to watch.
it was hard to watch, but I enjoyed it the second time I watched it.
Yeah, I own it, so
Also, this
I just bought it for the collection.
my favorite scene though was the Weird Al Yankovic scene.
Yes, yeah,
They're
yeah,
like, they're like, do you feel guilty for all the crimes of this killer? And Weird Al's like, no, not really. I don't.
yeah,
Like he was
yeah.
hilarious. I guess Weird Al had one condition in the set, and he had got to pick his own clothes.
Oh, Rob would have let him anyway. Like, come on, dude, it's
It's
Weird Al
weird though seeing Weird Al in a horror movie.
in a cameo.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, but
Um,
like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm kind of glad they didn't do a sequel like what you were saying,
yeah.
the Halloween 3D thing.
Well,
Is there a
what?
poster to it?
No, but it was in the works. They even announced it. I think.
Ah,
I don't think there's a
okay.
poster though.
Yeah, right. Like, I don't know. I thought, and like Michael Bum Myers should be his name in that movie because he's just like just a homeless dude going in the
He
killing
did.
spree. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he looked homeless, like he was just some kind of weird homeless dude. Also, Fun note though, this movie is the first Rob Zombie movie to not feature Bill Moseley or Sid Haig.
Yeah, because Sid Haig was in excuse me, was in the first one as the graveyard guy.
Yep,
Yeah. Bill Moseley in it?
I do believe so.
Yeah,
I
right.
forget who he played in it.
But then
But
like
he
all
was,
the other characters that was in that movie were pretty much the ones like were from Devil's Rejects.
yeah, like he usually has the same all-star cast. Did you notice something really cool about this movie though?
What's that?
That scene in the strip club where the strip club owner is watching TV and he's dressed up like a Frankenstein monster or whatever.
Yeah.
The dude that was playing the worker there is, of course, Jeff Daniel Phillips, who later on became Herman Munster.
Uh, there you go.
So they were kind of
Something that we didn't know,
watching.
kids.
They were kind of watching the bar owner or the strip club owner dressed up like Herman Munster, and later on, Jeff Daniel Phillips became Herman Munster.
That's pretty cool. And it actually suits his role anyway for that too.
Right?
But like his death was pretty brutal in that movie.
He also played two different roles in this movie. Did you notice?
No.
He played Howard Boggs, who was the guy that was the strip club, the guy that worked the strip club.
Yeah.
If you notice, the guy dressed up, I believe, like a zombie during that scene with the band. Um, his nickname was Uncle Seymour Coffins.
And that
Uh,
was him.
that was him as well.
That band was actually pretty good in that movie. I thought that scene was pretty cool.
They are.
Yeah.
Do you want to guess what word was used the most during this film?
Nah, just tell me, man.
Fuck.
I'm happy. Really? Yeah, that's true.
The word fuck and its derivatives are used 112 times in this movie.
Well, there you go.
Also, there was a scene that was taken out, Gorak. It was that scene at the very end where he's killing Loomis. Michael Myers actually says one word in the whole movie and he yells die during that scene, but they took it out.
Yeah, right.
They removed it.
That's yeah. Well, yeah. When Dr. Loomis got stabbed, and then Michael Myers gets stabbed in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, why can't they put that in the original?
Right. And another thing that I found really odd that happened in the last movie too is Michael Myers driving.
Yeah. I forget what scene it was, but and yeah, that feeding himself.
Mm-hmm.
It just it didn't really make sense. You know, the white horse, you know, the ghost of the mum. Like, I don't know. I kind of think that this movie was kind of rushed.
It seemed rushed, but if you watch the director's cut of the movie, it's very
Yeah.
different ending.
Okay. Yeah, I've got this on DVD, so I might have um, like the extended scenes and the deleted stuff and shit like that.
Laurie Strode gets killed at the end of the director's cut.
Yeah,
And then
right.
actually in the director's cut, Michael Myers takes off his mask and yells die before stabbing Dr. Loomis. So he killed
Uh,
off both characters in the director's cut.
yeah, right.
Do you want to guess the kill count?
I'm gonna guess in my head.
All
So
right.
2 boys. Um,
Not
I'm
including
gonna
the
go
director.
20.
Huh?
I'm gonna go 20.
There was actually 19, but there was 20 in the director's cut because Laurie Strode died.
Oh, that was a good guess.
Very good guess.
Because like the movie went for like an hour and 50 minutes, so it's like a nearly 2 hour film, like the first one. Um, there was a lot happening, but yeah, was like 20, 19, 20.
No, like this is gonna be the hard part. Um, what do you rank this?
Man,
And what is your favorite scene before you rank it?
my favorite scene was probably when he got out of the bloody the police van when they crashed,
Yeah, fucking.
and yeah, and like cut that dude's head off and shit.
That was brutal.
That and the scene when Andy Brackett died,
Oh, that was sad.
like like for the second time. Second time, like, which is pretty cool that she is in Halloween 4 and 5.
Yes. And it is
Yeah.
also really interesting that there were certain scenes where you didn't know if it was a dream sequence or real life.
Yeah, yeah, there was too.
Like,
Um,
fuck.
the opening sequence with Laurie in a hospital and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure that was all in a dream.
Yep. There was a dream sequence of that where she was in the hospital and Michael Myers tried killing her and then she woke up.
Yeah.
That's why I got confused about her being the one that talked to that nurse because I know she lived the rest of the movie, but she got killed during that scene and then woke up.
Yep. How I rank it though? Whew. It's hard.
Want me to go
For
first?
Nah, I got this. Just give me a minute.
I don't want to rank it too low because like the story is great, the actors are great.
Yeah,
It's just a
I think
weird
it kind of.
story
I
for a
think.
Halloween movie.
I think it maybe could have done a little bit better, but again, I feel like this movie was a bit rushed.
Mhm.
Um, I think he got fucked over with it as well too, with
I've
this
heard
one.
that too.
Like he had money stolen or some shit and all that. They were trying to rip him off. I'm gonna give it a 5.
I was going to give it about a 5.
5 out
Now,
of 10.
does that mean that I think it's a horrible movie? No, not in the least bit. I think it is a great movie. It's just not a great Halloween movie.
Mm.
Um, now,
Better than Halloween Ends.
guys, next week on Pink Sock Reacts. Now, we do have Pink Sock Podcast live. We're just going to be discussing like we normally do. So check that out. Hit the subscribe button to stay up on all that stuff. Also, we have on Pink Sock Reacts, we're going to be doing the Evil Dead reimagining movie.
Yeah, the reboot.
Yeah, the remake, reimagining, the sequel, because they're all linked together according to Evil Dead Rise. But after that, we are also going to be doing Rob Zombie's Super Albisto, and then we're going to rank them all. Gorak, is there anything you want to add about this movie before we get off of here?
Go and watch it.
Go and watch it.
If you're in Australia, it's on Stan.
If you're in the United States, it is actually, I believe, on Freevee.
Freebie.
Freevee, it's an Amazon app. And
Okay.
also, I
Nice.
believe it might be on Tubi. If not, go on justwatch.com. I'm not sponsored, but go on justwatch.com, type in what movie you're looking for, and it'll pop up where it's streaming at.
I'll give you my. No, I won't give you my details.
I'll give the entire world my details, so it's streaming
Yeah,
really
and
slow,
then it's just like hacked and 50 grand's taken out of my crown. No,
right? And
yeah.
also, I'm going to be making my stand-up comedy debut.
This week?
No, August 20th is the date.
Close.
Tickets are available now for $5. You can just contact me on Facebook.
Are you gonna wear that suit?
Yes, I do plan on wearing the weed suit.
You could be like the Wheedler.
Yeah, the Wheedler.
Yeah.
We are going to be doing stand-up at the gym. It is the comedy debut of all three of us. I've done stand-up before, but it's been a while. So I'm a little rusty, but I got this. And also, guys,
Practice, bro.
go check out Dabs with Dads on YouTube. They're on the same streaming app as we are. Just look up Dab and Wit Dads. It's WIT, I believe. Go check them out. And also, guys, subscribe to Pink Sock Podcast and go to allmylinks.com/Pink Sock Podcast.
You want to know the budget?
What was the budget?
Let me have a look quickly. So the budget was 15 million.
Damn, what did they get from it?
39.4 million.
At least they got their money back.
Yeah.
Guys, go to allmylinks.com/Pink Sock Podcast to find all things Pink Sock Podcast. Subscribe to Gorak over here. He is on Instagram and TikTok, Gorak_1985. 1985. And how do you feel that there's a song about your birth year?
I should get royalties.
And also you can find me at allmylinks.com/official Mike Usenick. Guys, it's been a blast as always. Hit that subscribe button. Go check out Halloween 2. And I'll see you guys next week. And as always, live long, rock hard. And don't forget, Facebook, Only Strains. We're reviewing cannabis stuff and all that cannabis related stuff. Love y'all. Live long, rock hard.